20.
Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2. Lift off. Space Shuttle Atlantis. Resupply.
Get your deluxe hugs, super special, extra deluxe hugs. Hey, how's it going? How's business?
Well, my increase in business.
Different customers want different stuff, so it's cool. Deluxe hugs for $2.
I don't have $2.
I'll take a check, a credit card. I'll also accept oranges as payment. Mine are better. How are you? Nice to see you.
I've worked at the Hug Deli before. I know about good.
What's the Hug Deli? Is that where you hug sandwiches? The money here goes to a good cause. It goes to feed the hungry. My wife and I get hungry a couple times a day, and we like to go out nice restaurants and stuff. Or I might buy DVDs with it. I like DVDs.
He's afraid.
You're really messing up my business here.
It's not a business.
You're getting in my business. I give you a handshake.
Okay.
All right, that's 50 cents. Now you owe me 50 cents for the handshake.
Okay. I'll pay you next week, right?
No, seriously, that's 50 cents for the
Yeah.
handshake.
I do. But seriously,
Yeah.
I'll pay you next week.
No, seriously, I need the 50
Yeah,
cents.
yeah.
What you got there? Is that pistachios? I give you a hug for $2 in pistachios. $2.
$2?
Yeah, they're really good. What else are you gonna do with $2? It's like, gee, I have $2. I think I'll tear it up and throw it in a fire. Don't throw your money in the fire. Oh, hug your baby for $1. You can afford it. You got a nice phone. I will not give you your money back. It's a non-money back guarantee. I'm just trying to get a room for the night. I'm staying over at the Four Seasons. Need to do 270 hugs to pay for a room there today. Okay, free for you. These are really, really good. And they're not as smelly as the hippie hugs. Oh, where are you going? Where'd he go?
He's over there.
This is a good spot.
Why are you doing this?
Just try to ignore me. Maybe I'll go away.
How come your hug is $2?
Oh, these are deluxe hugs. His are cheaper, but they feel cheaper. Mine are with love, and his are filled with hate.
Really?
Yes. Look at the hateful hug. I hugged 50% longer. I use both arms. I really mean it. That's the big thing.
Are you saying I don't
So,
mean it?
no, I'm just saying that like I'm really good at it. He's an amateur. I'm a professional. And I can kind of do a twist, or I can rock back and forth a little bit. And I can use a leg. I can wrap a leg around too. That's part of the $2. For an extra $1, I can add humming, the little humming. I'll also tell you I love you. That's no extra charge for the I love you. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Hey, you're back.
That's one of my favorite videos of all time, by the way. So if you guys are looking for a job, just saying, but for real, like seriously.
Like, are you trying to say? Or
So that video is it's really funny, especially when he gives the hate-filled hug. That's my favorite part. But it's hysterical, but it's also kind of interesting. Interesting because I was thinking as I was watching this like 100 times, especially the first few times I watched it, why would someone pay for a hug when there's obviously one that's free right next door. Like, why would someone really like give someone $2 to get a hug? Yeah, Josh.
Because the free hugs are full of hate.
That is a reason that he presented. Yeah, Nicole.
They're better.
They're better.
They're deluxe.
Yeah, they're deluxe. And he even like wraps a leg around, and it's weird. But anyway, it's just a question I was thinking about. So why really pay? And then I was thinking about this. I have Tiny Wings on my phone, one of the best games ever. And there's two versions. There's a free version and the paid version. And Tiny Wings, if you get the free version, you get all bogged down in all these apps. Every time you try to do something, there's an app that slides up on the screen, or whatever the game. I'm sure you guys have played games like this. I think the new one now is called Draw Something. Where probably between every turn, you get an app on your phone. Unless you pay for it, and then once you pay for it, those apps go away. Am I right? Okay. Also, the daily debate I have, do I pack lunch or do I go to Chipotle? This has been a long time struggle for the past couple of years. And packing lunch is cheaper, I save lots of money, but Chipotle is delicious, and I just recently discovered the joy of guacamole. And
Wow.
it is amazing. It is so good.
And that's $2 more.
Thank you. It's great. But it's $1.90 more, but it's worth the trade-off because it is just like a deluxe high. It is so much better. But here, I pay for it because, well, it's delicious, and it's more than what I'm used to, right? So, getting the free stuff, I would get not as good of an app or a less delicious lunch, but when I pay for it, I get a much better app that runs smoother, and I get a much more delicious lunch, for sure. And so then as I was thinking about that, I realized, like, well, I think people would pay for the hugs because they hope to get more than what they're used to. So they get free hugs every day from different people. But people want to know, like, okay, what's it going to be like if I paid someone to give me a hug? It's just different. It's something that seems, it just seems better because you have to pay for it, as opposed to getting the free one. So then I thought, well, we live here in a world that's always searching for something better. We're always looking for better than what we already have, right? I mean, just you could think about so many different areas of life. And I was thinking, why do people look for something better? And I think it's because life is hard. They want to get outside of where they are. They're looking for something better than where they are. And they think that making a change might make life better than it already is, right? So, like, how many of you have fallen to the, I'm totally guilty, of the lie that everything is going to get better when I blank. When I get the new job, when I go to college, when I graduate college, I'm still in that boat. When I pass the class, when I finish the project, when I get the A in that test, right? It's like everything's going to be better once I finally do that. And is it? No. Because once that happens, you're still you. You're still you. And commercials are designed to get you to do just that. They're designed to get you to believe that once you buy their products, once you do what they're telling you to do, everything is going to be better for you. And I want to show you a commercial, and I want you to look at how this commercial tries to get you to believe that your life is going to be better, or at least different, once you buy it. So, guys.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell her. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamonds. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
I'm still waiting for my check to come in the mail from when they filmed that of me, but they haven't sent it yet. It's funny marketing. I'm hilarious. That was funny. That was funnier than you acted. It's funny marketing. I completely agree. It's hilarious. But do you see the way it tries to get you to believe that once you buy that Old Spice, once your man buys the Old Spice, his life's gonna be that much better.
But it was.
Okay, it's obviously a joke in some ways, but you can see the undertones there. Did you guys catch that? So today, I was gonna talk about something completely different. And today, as I was on my way to work, every now and again, I get these random things, these random ideas, and they're obviously divinely inspired, to go somewhere, to go out into the, out towards the mountains to just pray for a little while, read my Bible, or do whatever. So today on my way to work, I got that little inkling again out of nowhere, and so I said, okay, I'll drive out towards the mountains, and God, lead me where you want me to go. And my plan was to go to Starbucks and sit down with my computer, write about what I was going to tell you about tonight, which was reflecting justice to the world. And that'll be next week now. That was my plan, to go sit at Starbucks and then go to work and get everything ready for tonight. Things changed when all of a sudden I felt like I needed to go and just pray out to this spot. Pray in this spot. So I stopped at the Starbucks drive-thru, got my coffee, and then went out to the woods because I wasn't about to go coffeeless. And I wound up I don't think it was by any accident, at this river in Carnation. It's called the Tolt River, and there's this road, and you drive to the end of it, and there's this little fishing sanctuary, and you walk down. I had no idea it was there. I just drove there today, and there was a bench there, so I sat on it and read my Bible. And so as I'm sitting there, I'm reading this passage from Isaiah 25, which was my Devo for the day. Jill and I are going through a book of the Bible, and like one chapter at a time, and today was Isaiah 25. And verses 4 to 9 say this. You guys have it on the... I think you have it. Go back one. So that's where I was.
Oh, peaceful.
It was really nice, and you can see, this will be important in a minute, but you can see this is kind of calm and not moving, and this is moving more. So Isaiah chapter 25, verses 4 through 9. It says this, "But you are a tower of refuge to the poor, O Lord, a tower of refuge to the needy in distress. You are a refuge from the storm and a shelter from the heat. But the oppressive acts of ruthless people are like a storm beating against a wall, or like the relentless heat of the desert. But you silence the roar of foreign nations, as the shade of a cloud cools relentless heat. So the boastful songs of ruthless people are stilled. In Jerusalem, the Lord of heaven's armies will spread a wonderful feast for all the people of the world. It will be a delicious banquet with clear, well-aged wine and choice meat. There he will remove the cloud of gloom, the shadow of death that hangs over the earth. He will swallow up death forever. The sovereign Lord will wipe away all tears. He will remove forever all insults and mockery against his land and people. The Lord has spoken. In that day, the people will proclaim, 'This is our God. We trusted in him, and he saved us. This is the Lord in whom we trusted. Let us rejoice in the salvation that he brings.'" So I'm sitting there, and can you go back to that picture? I'm reading this passage, and all of a sudden, as I'm sitting there, the shallow part of the water, I start seeing little drops of rain just come down one by one. They come down, they make their little ripple, and slowly but surely, the rain got harder and harder and harder. And this pool was filling up with these ripples. There was all these raindrops, and it was interesting because they made a pretty big impact and pretty big ripple, but then all of a sudden it was gone. There was nothing left. You could never tell the rain had ever fallen there if I didn't just see it rain. And so the rain's getting harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, and I was starting to get really wet. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll just wait it out. The sun's gonna come out. Maybe no, it's not. I don't know. I'm just going to sit here and see if the rain stops. But finally, it was raining so hard, and it was coming down, and I was getting so wet that I was about to just give up and just leave and just go, come back to the office and get on with my day. And right as I was about to give up, right at the lowest point, I realized, I looked up, and the rain had completely stopped, and the sun came out. This all just happened a few hours ago. The sun came out, was shining bright, and you could see as the clouds moved away and the rain moved with it, you could see the rain moving away from me up the river. It was really cool, and the sun just beat down. And it was a crazy, crazy way for things to happen. I wish I could describe to you what that felt like. And all of a sudden, it hit me like a ton of bricks that I am witnessing nature's version of this passage that I just read to you right before my very eyes. I'm watching Isaiah 25 verse 4 through 9 happen right in front of me. And here's the thing, guys. The rain is going to come into your life. There's going to be times that really suck. My family just moved away. I'm trying to figure out what school looks like for the next couple of years. It's been a pretty stressful time for me, and the rain has been coming down. And you guys have that in your life too. There's going to be rain coming down. The situations in your life are going to be hard from time to time. And sometimes all around you, there's just pain and suffering and heartache. And if it's not with you, it's with someone else that you know. Sometimes when the rain hits you, I would say more often than not, when the rain comes down on you, it's going to create these ripples of this sadness and this anger and this defeat and this despair. It happens. Disappointment, doubt, and the rain comes down, and it comes down hard. And maybe some of you are here tonight feeling it now. I know I am in my own life. You're feeling that right now, and maybe it's a family member, a friend, your own troubles. And you guys, there's always this question of God, like, God, how long is this going to last? How long will this go on for? Is there nothing better for my life, or nothing better than this situation going on right now? And you cry out hoping for an answer, for some sort of encouragement, and anything than what you're in right now, because it feels like more than what you can handle. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And you think, if you cry out to God, you ask Him to come in and save you from the situation, it might stop, but the rain just keeps coming and coming and coming, whether it's you or someone else's life. And I'm not going to stand up in front of you and lie to you and say that this rain is going to end soon. I don't know what that looks like. But what I'm going to tell you is the good news from Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. It says, He will remove the cloud of gloom, the shadow of death that hangs over the earth. He will swallow up death forever. The sovereign Lord will wipe away all tears. He will remove forever all insults and mockery against His land and people. The Lord has spoken. In that day the people will proclaim, This is our God. We trusted in Him, and He saved us. This is the Lord in whom we trusted. Let us rejoice in the salvation that He brings. That's awesome. That is awesome. Guys, because of the cross of Jesus Christ, He has given us complete and total 100% access to a God of glory, joy, happiness, forgiveness, grace, encouragement, and hope. There's no rain in God. There's no anger or bitterness that isn't unrighteous in God. And though the rain may fall now in your life, one day it's going to be ended by the glory of God, as this passage says. And the things right now that are sending those huge ripples through your life are going to be nothing, as we enter into never-ending joy, peace, love, glory, and happiness. And what I don't want to do right now is I don't want to take your problems and minimize them and say that it's all going to be okay. God's got it under control. He does. But I don't want to minimize that, because that would be unfair to you. Because I know some of the stuff you guys are going through is hard. Some of the stuff that's going on in the lives of people that you know is hard. But God cares about your problems now, the big ones and the small ones. I don't want to minimize your problems tonight, but what I want to do is encourage you that there is something better than this life. There is something out of Isaiah chapter 25, verses 7 through 9, that is better than this life. I want to encourage you to hope for the future, because the Lord is going to stop the rain. I want to encourage you to hope for the future because He's going to remove the cloud of gloom. I want to encourage you to look towards the future, because the Lord is going to wipe away all tears. I want you to look forward to the future and encourage you to that, because the Lord is going to remove all insults and mockery. We're no longer going to have this heartache, and we will proclaim that this is our God. We have trusted in Him, and He has saved us. Let us rejoice and bring in the salvation that He brings. This is the Lord. And I hope that keeping our focus on the hope that God gives us is really encouraging. It is for me. God is our great encourager. And tonight, what I want to do is take that aspect of God just being like having this encouraging thing to say to us, like, don't worry, one day it's all gonna end and you will be filled with joy forever. And those raindrops, which send these huge ripples through your life now, are gonna disappear just like you would see a raindrop in the shallow water. Tonight I want to take that and reflect it down to people in our lives. I know we all, if it's not us, we know people where crap's going on. And what I want to do is let's have the glory of God shine a little bit of sunlight into the lives of people who are right now getting drenched in the rain. So, I want to do this thing called free encouragement. It's not deluxe encouragement. You don't have to pay for it. It's free encouragement. Xander, if you would, go to that first one. Awesome. It's called free encouragement. And this video I'm about to show you just shows the same guy. It shows a little bit about how encouraging someone, reflecting that attribute of God, of encouragement, can just make someone smile.
Hi, you look great today. You have a lovely smile. I like your aura. You're very tall. That hat looks good on you. You have very friendly eyes. Your hair looks wonderful today. Those glasses look great on you. Hey, I like your knees. Goatee looks good on you. Nice carts. Nice cigarettes. Hey, nice tattoo. Hey, I like the way you hold that bag. I like your flip-flops. Hey, I like your shoes. Your socks are cool too. You look beautiful in that color. You look cuddly. I like your phone. Hey, great scrubs. I like your monkey shirt. Ma'am, you look radiant. You both look beautiful today. That beard's coming in. It looks good. I like your personality. I like your style. Thank you.
That's so funny.
Your personality.
Listen, what I want to do is I hope that me telling you about this encouragement that God offers us encourages you to see past what's going on now and to look forward to an eternity of joy. And let's reflect that tonight, and let's just take a little bit of encouragement and send it out to the people in our lives.